What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have war number 8. Okay, so we have TCN here, and these guys are, I think, at the top right now, or they were. I'm not entirely sure how things have played out, but we know TCN, huge whales. They have probably all the biggest accounts. So we know we got to bring it. These guys did win last time. They won War Champions. So we know that we are going to literally have to do everything that we can to win this war. I'm backed up on a few wars. I apologize about that. We'll get caught up very, very soon over the next few days, I assure you. But the team that I brought in was Null, Immortal Abomination, and I got to bring in a synergy partner, and the synergy partner that I chose to bring in was Anti-Venom. What he does for Null is he allows my special attacks to be unblockable. So if I throw my special 1 or my special 2, it will be unblockable, and that's pretty useful in my opinion. And you'll see that come into play here and why I chose to do that. But for the first fight, I was asked who I wanted to take in for this, which is why I talked with my officer and I elected to go with my I-Bomb. He's rank 4, he's really tanky, and in Battlegrounds, he's one of my go-to counters for Man-Thing. It's very, very safe for him, but it's not safe for Man-Thing. Even though Man-Thing poisons you, he can be poisoned. I can be poisoned, but I'm poison resistant. So basically all I'm going to do is heal off of my poisons and myself poisons, and he's going to get harmed from my poisons. So yeah, this made the most sense. I'm very comfortable with this matchup. Null is poison resistant to a degree, but he takes damage. I think he's like 60% bleed and poison resistant, so this could have got dangerous. I did elect to go with an Invo boost. It was not for this fight, it was for the next fight, and I'm very glad that I did. So anyway, I'm just basically trying to bait out his special 2s. We get into our first toxic aura, and look at this dude melt, man. This is why I love I-Bomb, man. He's tanky, he's versatile. You can use him offensively, defensively. I mean, he's just a incredible champion. All right, so we got Spider Ham here, and this is why I chose to go with the Invol boost. First of all, it's a rank 4 Spider Ham. You know he causes shenanigans, but this fight gets dicey very, very quickly, and we'll see if I make it out alive. Because let me tell you what, this went south fast. All right, so standard rotation, and this is why I actually brought in Anti-Venom, because I didn't want to have to figure out an opening in order to throw my special with Spider Ham. You don't want him to build up his spider nonsense, otherwise that could be a problem. So I want it to be unblockable when I just threw it, so that way I could just get it out of there. But right now the fight's under control, or so it seems. He gets into his first deal of corruption. He is not sick and tired, or conduit, excuse me. We are sick and tired attackers. So as long as we have 3 debuffs, he'll get a passive heal block on him. Everything looks like it's going great until it's not. Wait a minute. He's regening. That's interesting. He's in corruption and he's regening. Okay, what is happening right now? All right, what's going on? So we knock him down. He has an armor break on him, and I'm not fully sure what just happened there. I mean, the first 30% we were going great. Now things are looking like they're not going great. I needed my 3 debuffs on him, and the thing with Null is when you do the special 1 rotation, you convert all your debuffs into the corruption. Your armor breaks, you sacrifice those to put them in corruption. So now I'm at 2 bars, he's at 10 spider nonsense charges, and things are going downhill. This is what Spider Ham does. He's still healing, by the way, guys. He's still healing, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do here, so I'm going to go to a special 3. In my humble opinion, I think that most players would have crapped their pants, because I'm crapping my pants, just trying to figure out what's going on. Your average player will probably, let his team know, hey guys, I failed here, but this is why. Your good players would try, but they might or might not make it. Your great players, they would do the same, but the best players in the world, they overcome obstacles. They think quickly, and good players do the same thing. It's just the greats, the legends that we talk about, those type of guys, they overcome the obstacles. And that is not a play on me by any stretch of the imagination. We don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this fight or not. But what I knew at this point was I'm panicking. I'm like, okay, Braveheart didn't give up, right? The Lannisters, they didn't give up in Game of Thrones, right? So Spartacus, he never gave up, right? You guys see where I'm going with this? 300, they never gave up. They just kept fighting until the end. So I know I need to keep fighting. So he's double corrupted now. We have 2 armor breaks. So I think the corruption, it doesn't technically count as a debuff. So that's super unfortunate, but he does have 2 armor breaks on him. But right now I'm scared to attack, and I only really want to attack him when the corruption was up, and then we got a 3rd armor break on him. So now we're cooking with gas. So now he's under 50%. We're getting things back under control, so it seems. Yeah, things are not quite over yet. Sometimes he'll play ball and bait out a special one, which is only what I was trying to do for the most part. Fortunately for us, we are healing because of the taunt debuff. So that's actually helping save us right now. So we get him a little lower, and I'm like, okay, cool. I think things are starting to be fine. We get them back into corruption, and basically anything under 50%, they're going to turn that regen into degen. So that's why Null's so great, or one of the reasons why Null's so great. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're in the clear here. There, I don't know input issues. You saw I was trying to attack, but my character didn't move. So I'm like, okay, cool. We just play it safe. We just wait out his corruption timer to come back. So I threw it off, and there it was unblockable, which was great because that's what we wanted. But then he's blocking me. Now he's hitting me a little bit. I have 3 of the spider stings on me, and I'm like, oh crap, let me just hurry up and get out of this fight before things go bad. We do one more medium, and thank God he goes down. But man, was that a sketchy fight. And to be honest with you guys, it gets way worse in the next few wars against another rank 4 Spider Ham. Mark my words, it gets way worse. So anyway, we didn't meet the same fate that those guys met. That was good. We fortunately was able to get out of that sticky situation, but I was very glad I went with an invo boost because I did get saved from a couple tags. Not sure if they would have killed me. What the danger is with Spider Pig is the porker poppers, right? Because those do massive damage. So I'm glad we got out of that fight. Now we're on to this infamous Iron Man, this Idun. I've taken this fight several times. This is a rank 4 like the rest of them. I'm not worried about this fight whatsoever. I think I threw on a I'm not sure, it was at a heal back. I don't really use those very often. Yeah, that was a heal back, and that was just because I have some in the overflow. So I just wanted to get rid of some of them and stay kind of topped off. I'm not concerned about this fight. What you want to do, my rotation at least, is to fire off them special ones. I do try to bait out the special 2 more than the special 1, but I'm more comfortable with dexing his special 1 at this point. So it really doesn't matter, but if I had a choice, I would definitely go to push him to the special 2. And you can see, I mean, this guy, it's only been 40 something, or actually not even 40 something seconds, so the timer's not correct on there. But yeah, that was a fast fight, right? That was a very fast fight, under a minute. We'll go sub minute. And now we have Sauron. This is a rank 4 Sauron. I think all my defenders, by the way, were rank 4. I mean, it's TCN, right? So Yeah, Sauron doesn't really bother me. I think Toad is a better defender, but Sauron can be kind of tricky. So I think I opt to go for a special one, and that's just to get my cycle going quickly. I don't think it's necessary. I know he'll gain a lot of prowess when you hit him. I don't know if he'll have enough to go unblockable on you before you get to your special one, but that was my concern at the time, which is why I justify using it there. See, he's at 7, but that was because I used my special. So I don't really know, but I primarily like to bait out Sauron's special 2. It's easier, you can get away from it. The special one, you have to have precise dex. I do it very often, but I think the special 2 is slightly easier. So there he gets his special 2, he fires it off. I tried to intercept him. I ended up getting the intercept, but my character stood there. That's why he's doing that weird wonky just swinging his sword in the air. I tried to go back into attack, but I couldn't. So now we have Hulkling. I've actually done this fight in Battlegrounds. I've actually used it against Fintech a couple of times when we've done some friendlies together. I actually did beat him once with it. The other times were actually too slow. But I'm very comfortable with this fight. That's why I'm telling you guys that. So I knew as soon as I got my corruption on him, it was going to slowly but surely start dropping him. Another thing that Hulkling does is heal, and after a certain amount of his health, then we're going to start turning those regens into degens. Again, we are sick and tired, so we have the passive heal block on him. So he's actually not going to heal himself, but it applies as a heal, so then he gets the his protection. So that will still apply. You don't really stop that, but we're approaching the 50 mark. So soon here he's about to be toast. So we throw off another special one. I'm very comfortable with fighting Hulkling. I fight him quite frequently, so there was no danger in my mind. It is a scary fight to most people. You do have to be careful, but again, I'm actually quite familiar with this fight, and all those regens that he gets on basic hits turn into degens, and we just watch him melt. So perfect. I was asked about this fight. I did not think it was a bright idea to take it with null once again, due to the poison resistance and not being poison immune or something like that, or just being the resistance 100%. So yeah, I didn't do it, but we get some little action with the Spider-Man that defeated Blade. If you haven't seen that fight, I will leave a link to it. You guys should definitely go check it out. When I brought my Blade to war, he's rank 4, sig 200. It was awesome. It was amazing. But yeah, this time iBomb is gonna step up, and this is gonna be an interesting fight. I did talk to the officers. I told them I felt comfortable taking this fight with iBomb. I'm very, very comfortable with using iBomb here. And the thing that we could not do with Blade that we can do with iBomb is as soon as we get a poison on him, we can then parry for a certain duration of time. Plus, we're going to be gaining power from the polka dot power. So this is a favorable matchup, in my opinion. This is a favorable matchup. So your first medium, you're going to whiff basically. So I whiff intentionally, and then I immediately back up just like I did with Blade, and then we're clear to go in. Now his stun timer's down, so we're free to parry as I do. And then yeah, now this Spider-Man has burst damage on a special too, but the good thing about iBomb, which is what I love, because I'm not trying to dex this, is he's putting weaknesses on him every time he hits into my block. So you saw those 3 stacking weaknesses. That definitely helped us absorb some of that special too. Plus he's super tanky, high health pool, all that stuff. And you can see this dude is going down. If he gets into his acid burn stage, he's done. So I immediately fire off my special one. Again, the input, I tried to go forward, but it didn't matter. I got back up to a special one, fired it off knowing that he was going to go down. And that's the end of the fight, man. Dropped him in sub a minute. So I-bomb is an excellent choice for that fight. Even better news, we won, guys. We actually managed to pull it off, guys. So we took down TCN, which is huge because they're tough. They're tough competitors. So shout out to Sweetest Alliance. We managed to do it. They imploded somehow. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't even remember this war, to be completely honest with you guys at this point. But I know I did my part, and I'm glad the rest of the team did theirs. Stay tuned for war number, what was that? 9. Peace.